And welcome back, everybody, to the next session of Reditus. You just missed an opening. We're into every card is special. We're into session 76. So let's get this recap for last week and see what happened. The birthing tree and arrow can split open, releasing a massive mass of a black sludge that surged towards the group. Bragg immediately teleported himself and Khaled to safety as the ATLADS engaged the creature. More sludge formed around them, shaping itself into half-formed echoes of enemies they had faced before in Silicalim's forest. As the fight raged, Darius empowered Reditus while Jak struggled without his gauntlets, relying instead on Dana's bow. Mastos heard a voice urging him to surrender the seed, warning it was too dangerous, but he ignored it and pressed on. The entity descended from the tree, Arokeen the Silent, one of the three brothers sent by Kuthlar from the Shadow Realm. He did not attack, instead attempting to suppress magic and take the seed from Reditus. When his attention shifted towards Khaled's home, he left the battlefield, causing all the sludge monsters to freeze in place. The group then rushed to Khaled's home, finding Khaled, Bragg, and Arokeen locked in a silent telepathic exchange. Believing Khaled was under Arokeen's control, the group attacked, but Arokeen only defended. Elion probed their minds and witnessed the truth. Khaled's battle in the Fae during the Cataclysm, her arrival on the Mortal Mountain, the blackened remains of her enemies, and the lasting psychic bond formed with Arokeen. Bragg had unknowingly helped Khaled infuse her essence into Arokeen's remains within the tree, allowing corrupted energy to enrich the land rather than destroy it. Uncertain how to proceed, Darius surrendered himself to Mantram. His presence filled the room as he confronted Khaled, condemning her bond with Arokeen as weakness and a failure to her duty to protect the seed. Mastos defended her, earning Demantram's wrath. Demantram declared the seed must be returned to the Fae, where Mastos must find another way to undo the damage before withdrawing and returning control to Darius. Mastos gave the seed to Darius and returned to the birthing tree to attempt a ritual of his own, determined to help Arokeen grow. Elion departed with Arokeen's promise to answer some questions later, while the others remained with Khaled to await the ritual's outcome. At the tree, watched by Jak and Reen, Mastos began his rite, drawing sigils, praying, and plunging his hands into the soil. He felt a disturbing blend of Fae, mortal, and demonic energies intertwine. Pushed forwards anyway. Be back to see what happens next.
Through shattered lands and broken sky, the keys ignite, the lost must rise. Bound by fate, by blood, by steel, a world forgotten, a truth concealed. Heartless, forged in flame and dust, a heart of gears, a soul to trust. Jak the hunter, silent, keen, a shadow's wrath, the watcher unseen. Darius speaks with silver tongue, a tale half truth, a song unsung. Mastos walks where wild winds call upon, to earth, to beast, to all. ATLADS rise, the night is long, through fate and fire, stand and strong. Keys awaken, shadows call, one by one the mighty fall. The mighty fall.
All right, welcome back, guys.
So
So to catch you immediately up to where we left off, Mastos, you had started your ritual, hands sunk deep in the ground with Jak and Reen watching. Darius, you in with Bornman, Bragg, Khaled, and Arokeen in there. And Elion, you had left the building, heading off.
Yeah.
So Elion, where were you heading to?
Honestly, back to my quarters.
Okay. Yeah, you start heading back that direction. Darius, while you're in that room, knowing you got some time to pass, is there anything specific you wanted to do while there, or kind of just waiting the time out? It's only been about 10 minutes so far.
if like you're not going to make anything happen, then I will wait it out.
Okay. Okay, then we shall go to Mastos. So, Jak, you were going to watch. You kind of were checking, making sure that nobody was getting attacked by the sort of frozen sludge demons. which everything seems to be fine. Without them being attacked, they are not attacking anything else. And many of them started to break down into sludge and seep back into the ground. So very few of them left. And the ones that are left are inert, not moving at all. So you were going to watch Mastos. Any specific area you wanted to go, or just nearby, or?
Jak will just kind of be nearby, and he'll like watch for a little bit, but probably in the middle of that, Jak will probably start wrestling Reen.
Okay. So Mastos, I want you to tell me what is your thoughts or intent, or what are you picturing, or what are you pushing forwards into this ritual?
So at first, I was connecting with the Fae I felt initially, but that leads me to think of my friends, Duranic, Khaled, Shantra, Golith, and how that I've already found two, and I found more than that with the group I'm with. The connection that I have brought the Fae to life within me. And I think about my friends.
Okay. So as you start to focus in and feel this energy of the Fae, the connection to these mortals that you have bonded with, you push your intent through, and you start to get an understanding of the nature that's around you. And as the feeling of life starts to come through, and the joy from the Fae, and this strange, what you first perceived to be evil coming through once in a while, then you understanding this evil, not to be evil, but a darkness. And comparing this type of darkness to fire, something that's, if you touch it, it hurts and it burns, but yet it gives light and it gives life. Knowing that it's not necessarily evil, you feel this darkness. And you understand that you can focus on pushing the growth of the immortal nature. You can push the growth of the Fae nature. You can push the growth of the shadow nature. Or you can use your energy to destroy the shadow within this area. What do you wish to focus on?
Well, with light, you need darkness. Even some plants require darkness. I will attempt to push the Fae life to flourish the forest.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a d20, please.
In my dice tower! Ooh, 17 on the die.
17. Okay. Elion, as you are making your way towards the quarters set up for you in the Zooms, you do notice that these entities have, a lot of them, broken down, kind of sludged back into the ground. You see a lot of the citizens looking after one another, bringing them back to their homes. You're walking past, you do see, looks like a group of people up by the stairs, and where initially you seen Thrag, where there was a kind of some sort of, not a temple, but a worship area. That was just a little bit north of the Zooms. Do you want to continue going towards the quarters?
Do I see Thrag or no?
You don't see Thrag. No, you know Thrag was still
Back in the
yeah.
right. I am kind of keeping an eye out for people that may be very injured that could need some extra help.
Okay.
If I see a gathering, I would maybe just kind of peek to see what's going on.
Okay. So yeah, there seems to be a gathering of about 4 or 5 people up in this kind of worship area. It's up these stone steps that are a little bit north of the Zooms, so you could head to that, or you would have to continue southwest to where your quarters were.
I'll take a peek over there.
Okay.
Does it look like they're gathering and talking, or are they gathered looking at something?
It looks like they're gathered talking. You see, it looks like roll a perception as you get a little bit closer.
$17.
17. Okay. So it looks like there's 3 people, 3 males standing talking to one. This one kind of has his back to this. As you get a little bit closer, you can see it's almost like a pool of water with stone around it in a circular shape. So he's got his back to that, and the other 3 standing facing. Looks like 1 elf and 2 humans. Talking to this gentleman. You see he has green robes, but hood is down. He looks young, kind of blonde hair, kind of spiky, kind of pushed to the side a little bit. And he has a smile on his face. From your distance, you can't hear what he's saying, but he is talking to them. It looks like he's handing them something. Want to get a little bit closer? All right.
Is there debris or anything around, like any of these bodies of these things? Like, can I get closer without looking like I'm just getting closer?
There is like rocks and vegetation, and this is kind of like a well-walked area, so you're not standing out at all.
Okay.
I can give you I'll give you an idea on the map if you want, roughly where.
You have to pull me in, anyways.
Over.
Put me in, coach.
There. There. Oh. All right. There it is. All right. Pull in. There it is. That gives you an idea. You're kind of going up this rope bridge, up these rocks to but there's plenty of people around, and it doesn't look out of place you going there, but if you're going up here, there's nowhere else beyond this. You're clearly going up to this worship area if you go that far.
Okay. Are you able to pull me in or no?
I did. I'm gonna play
Still in the waiting.
I was about to say, yeah, I didn't get pulled in either, but now I
There
did.
we go. Yeah, I'll just kind of start moseying a little bit closer till I can get into earshot.
Okay. As you get a little bit closer, the gentleman that they're talking to, you see him tilt his head a little bit, kind of acknowledging that he can see you coming. Then he nods his head to the 3 in front of him, and you see the 3 in front of him put their hands together and kind of nod their head down. They turn and start to walk down the wooden steps towards you, kind of with a smile.
I'd like to cast Detect Thoughts on the first one.
First one coming towards you? Okay. So as you cast Detect Thoughts, you get this feeling of excitement, a little bit of kind of danger emotion, but there seems to be something that has made him feel quite excited.
Okay. Any markings, any logos or anything that I can make out on what they're wearing?
Roll investigation.
Any affiliations?
Yeah.
It's a 3 plus stuff.
Okay. 3 plus 17.
Oh, actually 10.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I have plus 7.
Just me joking. Yeah. So from what you see and the citizens you've seen around Arakan, these look like regular citizens. You don't see anything that stands out in regards to a specific organization, but you do recognize the kind of general attire of this population. So these look like regular citizens coming down. However, the fellow at the top is not wearing matching garb. His robe does not look like it's along with the rest, I would say. But these 3 don't look like they have any specific affiliation.
Okay. Anything? Can I see his robes from here in that sense?
If you went a little bit closer, right now you can see kind of with your perception, you can kind of see green robes. Looks a little bit tattered on the sleeves. Looks a little bit.
They're
worn,
walking
but yet
towards me,
delicate.
right? They haven't met me yet.
Correct. Yeah, they're still.
Okay, so I will briskly walk a little bit faster up to them,
Okay.
and I will nod at them.
Yeah, as they come up and they kind of like turn from each other and a smile and a nod at you. Hello, sir. Have a great day. And a shuffle.
Oh, do you? Excuse me a moment.
Yes.
May I ask? Do you know where Gorag is?
Gorag. I'm not familiar.
He was up in this area. Sorry, what is this place here?
Oh, this is where we come to worship sometimes. Yes. We worship
And,
Stella
I'm
here
sorry.
a
My
lot of
name's-
times.
Elion, your name?
My name is Pyre.
Fire. And you? And I turn to the others.
My name? And he looks quite chuffed that you're asking him. Oh, nice to meet you. My name's Mess.
Mess.
Yes.
Just two of them?
No, there's a third one.
And I look at the third one.
Okay. He kind of looks shy. His head's kind of down a little bit. My name's Cam.
Right. Pyre, Mess, and Cam. Do you? So, sorry. Oh yeah, I was looking for my friend, who was around this area. Do a lot of people kind of frequent this area?
Cam looks forwards. The guy at the front. Pyre. For worshipping. We come here when we want to worship. But just with everything going on, we thought we'd come and ask for help. But everything seems fine now, so we're gonna go back to our duties. I think. Yes. Yes. Nods
Right,
back to the other two.
What's that?
He nods back to the other two
Oh,
as
okay.
if like get going.
Right. Sorry. What are your duties here? I've been trying to familiarize myself with the locale. I've not been here before.
Oh, well, many of us have different duties. We help with the farming and the crops.
Right. Okay. And your friend here, would he maybe know? And I just kind of like peek my head over. Is he looking this way, or?
He is just staring down, watching. Yes.
I just kind of peek my head over and I like nod and wave.
He gives a smile and just kind of raises his hand up. As he does, you can see he has like rings on each finger, kind of connected to chain to go down around his wrist. He's new here, so he wouldn't know very much. He's a very nice person to speak to, though. If you need some work or anything, he seems well connected.
Oh, all right. Did he give you work? Is that what he was giving you there?
He looks back to the other two, and they kind of like keep their heads down a little bit. And he's like, "Yes, something like that. Always need coin. Come on." He kind of waves his hand for his friends to.
I'd like to check in on my detect thoughts that I have on him while he was saying that.
Yeah. So as he says it, again, this kind of excitement takes over. The kind of little bit of it's all just excitement now. Whatever has happened to this fella, he's just extremely, extremely excited about it.
And can I shift that to Cam?
Cam, you surface thoughts are just so low, dull. If you had to put it into words, you'd be like, "Yay, money."
Okay. Not that he's not interested. It's just more of a personality thing. Am I bringing up? Yeah.
That's what you're getting.
Like Raven from Teen Titans.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry. I don't want to keep you. You be safe and have a wonderful rest of your day.
You too. And he pulls his friend. He starts
Okay.
shuffling down the way.
I will walk up to the other gentleman.
Okay.
As I'm walking up, I want to kind of turn, and before I kind of stop, I turn and look around, and I'm going to cast detect magic on myself.
Okay.
I'm trying to not make it look like I've.
Roll a sleight of hand.
Uh, 15 plus minus 1, 14.
Okay. So as you come up and this gentleman kind of watching you up has a sort of a slight smile on his face, kind of curling up at one side.
Sorry,
Doesn't
just to be
seem-
clear, I would have stopped and turned away from him to cast that.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. I wasn't casting it as I was moving, is what I meant.
Yeah, kind of like turn, watch them go away while you do the
Yeah.
animation and turn kind of
Yeah.
thing. Gotcha. Yeah, so as you walk up, he doesn't seem to have reacted to anything that you just did. So either he didn't notice or he's not reacting
Doesn't
to it.
care.
But as you kind of send this out, as the gentleman walking away, as you kind of go to turn, it looks like they each have one kind of little bead of magic emanating from them. And it seems to be each of them have it in their pocket. Very,
Okay.
very small.
And what school of magic?
That's a great question. Let me work out what that would be. It would be enchantment.
Okay.
Let's get a bit closer. If you want to roll a quick perception or investigation to get a better kind of reading of this guy now that you're a little bit closer.
Yeah. 17 plus 7, so 24.
Awesome.
An investigation.
Investigation. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as you get a little bit closer now, you can see he has pointy ears, clearly some form of elf. And although these robes, they look at one time may have been elegant, but they have been worn through. You can see the edges are all worn down here. You can see kind of bare chest underneath. You see him kind of wearing a necklace here. The rings and chain on his hand. You see what looks like tattoos, red and black. But as you get a real good look at them, it looks like some of these tattoos are placed over scars. Looking to almost kind of, some of them to be clear tattoos and others are there to hide some type of scarring on the skin underneath. And when it comes to your detect magic, you see the rings on his finger glow, as well as the necklace around his neck. He's wearing some earrings as well, seem to be decorative. As you approach, he kind of gives you a smile. Hello, how can I help you?
Oh, your friends there said that you supplied work, and my friends here might be willing to help in some way.
Your friends, are they known here in Arrowcan?
Oh, I mean, yes, well, not from here, but we do know some people here.
My benefactor prefers those that are not quite as known.
Oh, well, then that would probably be okay with us. I mean, this is our first time. It's my first time in this city.
Newcomers, may I ask your name, sir?
Oh, my name is Elion. Elion Thorn. And you are, sir?
He chuckles a little bit. Elion Thorn, member of the ATLADS?
Not really. I mean, they've helped me get here, but I guess yes, but I mean, I've only known them for a very short time. I wouldn't really call myself one yet, I guess.
Are they all here?
No, not all of them. Do you know them? Have they helped you before?
I do know them, and no, they have not
Detect
helped
thoughts.
me. Yeah, you send your thought, and he seems to be very curious, inquisitive, and as you ask have they helped you? A flare of anger for just a second flares in his mind as it dims down to calmness again.
Sorry, what was your name, sir? I'm sorry. Did you say it already?
You may call me Dawn.
Dawn. Okay, Dawn.
Tell me, Elion.
Sure.
Very strange company you keep. And he takes a step forwards towards you.
And I kind of look to my side and left, and
Why do you keep those such as these people around you, these ATLADS?
well, they saved me. I was caught in a predicament with some very large spiders, and they saved me, and they helped me get here. I was coming to Arakan for help and work, I guess.
Well, let me guess. Was the way that they helped you killing and murdering along the way?
I mean, we did run into a few problems. We were attacked. I mean, I don't think they've murdered anyone or killed without being provoked. But yeah, sorry. You said you knew them. How do you know them?
And then you see his neck almost flick to the right-hand side as he starts to look down to the ground to the right. And you see his eyes drift up. Is Jak Nara here?
Oh, I'm not sure if he's still here.
You see his left hand starting to slowly raise out towards you, palm open, moving slowly towards your chest.
I kind of step back. I'm like, sorry, what are you doing?
He just stays staring at you, slowly taking another step forward.
I will step back again, and I will kind of brace myself and grip my staff. Sorry, sir. You're going to need to step back. I do not want to hurt you.
He holds the stare, and you see the creep of the smile come up. He looks down to the other side, lowering his eyes, and kind of blinks a few times and looks at you almost like with a kind smile and takes a step backwards. I think it's best a conversation be done.
Oh, well, sure. Did I offend you in any way? I really didn't mean to. Those gentlemen seemed to speak highly of you. I thought that I could be of assistance. I apologize if I bothered you.
It is not quite you, but yet the company that you keep, my friend Elion.
Oh, right. Sorry, what was his name again? What did he say?
Dawn.
Dawn. Oh, well, Dawn, I guess I owe them for helping me, but to be fair, I don't see myself traveling with them much longer. I need to be on my own way. I need to figure out my own circumstances. Question. Your hand there, if you don't mind my prying, I'm quite a bit of a scholar, journaler. I don't even know what to call it at this point, but I'm very interested in interesting things, and that there I've not seen before. Quite interesting. What is it?
Oh, this is just... It's just some trinkets I strung together. Kind of just moves them around in his fingers.
Oh, do I get a sense of what school of magic it is?
Enchantment.
On the rings as well?
Yeah.
Oh, they're laced with enchantment magic. That's quite skillful. Did you imbue them yourself, or were they done for you?
A little bit of column A and a little bit of column B. You are quite inquisitive. I would suggest that you part ways sooner rather than later from your friends, to be sure that nothing untoward happens to you.
As I'm talking to him, I'm scanning his tattoos pretty fiercely without drawing too much attention. You said his green, like it's a green tattered cloak. Does it look like it's covering, like it's something that someone would throw over just to kind of cover what they are wearing type thing? Or does it look like is it like cinched clothes? Does it have, you know what I mean? Is it tightly on, or is it something just kind of thrown over?
It looks like something that it's not thrown over, but you can see that this person is essentially like a minimalist. He doesn't have anything underneath. You can see bare skin. And this robe just looks like it's just worn. It doesn't look like it has anything that indicates anything special has happened to it, other than sort of an elegant robe that is being used a lot. You don't see any sort of damage other than a weathering of age to it.
Okay. I
And
want
the tattoos, you don't see any necessarily sequence of anything that you recognize necessarily from what you can see. They just look like sort of tribalistic tattoos. Roll a religion for me.
Oh no! I just burned a nat 20 on a religion check.
That's awesome.
No, not because I wanted.
You really like to burn those
what I was about
20s
to
on
do.
Jack.
So, although you
That's
don't
plus
see
7 as well, so 27. But whatever.
That's amazing. So yeah, although the tattoos themselves don't speak to a language or anything, or indicate anything specifically from them, you do recognize a lot of the stylings of these tattoos to be druidic in nature. You can definitely tie it back to some sort of druidic religion, and it favors on the side of Mundos.
Mundos.
Yeah.
What do I know about Mundos?
Like a god of the earth. There's like 3 gods of kind of the earth, if you will, and that was one of them.
Is he a dick, or is he kind of cool?
For what you know, a positive deity for life and nature.
Okay. And I don't get any sense of druidic like magic or anything like that with this guy.
Well, not that he doesn't seem to be actively doing anything. The only magical essence you're getting right now is from the necklace and his hand. If he has magic of nature, he's not casting anything currently.
Pressing it right now. Temple of Mundus. Okay. Okay. Jak and Dana was at the temple, right?
There was a temple of that back in Durham that Jak stole from full of flour, gave to Dana.
Did they kill anyone there?
You guys surprisingly did not kill anybody in Durham.
Okay.
We did run over a lot of flowers, though.
Okay.
Yeah, Archibald was not
was
happy.
Okay. That was after the whole graveyard shit, right?
No, the graveyard was the most recent. Durham was before
Okay.
you got to the graveyard.
Was this where we attacked the wolves in the forest? Well, Jak did.
That was after Durham.
That was after Durham.
Yeah.
After he.
Durham was where we got our horses.
Right. Right. Okay. Okay. All right. Back to this dude in front of me.
Yeah.
I'll just say, I'm sorry. I don't. You're just so interesting. I will be on my way. Your tattoos, they are breathtaking. Is that? Do I sense a little like druidic tie to them? Is that?
As much as I would like this conversation to go on further, I have work to do here.
Apologies. You're right. Okay. Well, I'd love to chat when you have time. I sense that you have seen many things, and as you can see, and I open up my journal, and I start fanning through some pages. I'd love to take down notes and stories, and I could write for you if that is something you'd be interested in. Tales of your adventures and workings, and maybe you could tell me how you know Jak.
And he sort of takes a deep breath. You see him kind of close his eyes and slowly opens them again. And you can see him grasping the hand with the rings to his side now, kind of pulling them almost into a fist. And he goes, well, perhaps I could read what you've done. And he puts his hand out as if for you to put the book in his hand.
Oh, sorry, confidentiality, with client. I only let people read their own stories and whatever ones they allow others to read. If we were to publish them or something. Sorry, I've never done that before. I'm not sure why you said it, but I could do the same for you, or you can ask me some questions. I'm not very secretive, not very good at lying.
Well, perhaps sometime in the future, when my work is done, it can be written and documented then.
Oh, well, I hope you would think of me for that. What work are you doing? Is it for the city, or you said your benefactor? Is it the?
Oh, it wouldn't be of much use to you currently.
Oh,
I
it's
wouldn't
just
worry about it.
not worried at all. It's just I'm a note gatherer. I'd like to know more than I need to. You never know what could make a story better.
I suggest, Elion, that you go about your business. I'm reaching the end of my patience.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I do this all the time. I get quite annoying, I've been told.
You see him
I
put
just,
both of his hands behind his back now.
I won't take up any more of your time. I'm so sorry. I tend to. I just revere people with history and knowledge, and you clearly have so much. So I get ahead of myself and overstay my welcome, and I'm doing it in the very moment of explaining it to you. So I will be on my way.
He takes a step forward.
Mhm.
Yes, that would be best, I think.
What does his breath smell like? Legit question. Does it smell like he's eating like berries and shit, or does it?
Roll
Smell
perception.
check?
Yeah, roll perception.
14.
14. You have smelt the smell many's a time. It's a sweet berry smell.
Mm-hmm.
You recognize this to be good.
Right. I better go before Jak decides to attack a bunch of wolves again. Any reaction to that whatsoever in my detect thoughts?
Your detect thoughts, you get, again, mentioning Jak's name, you get for half a second, a flash of absolute rage. And then immediately it disappears.
I'm sure Mastos would probably keep him under control this time. Any reaction to that at all?
You get no, other than him staring with this almost blank thoughts, you get no reaction to that. But as you do say that, you see in the blink of an eye, you see Jak standing in front of you. He says, "We better get moving pretty quick, I think."
Okay. So it's Jak standing in front of me right now?
You see Jak. His form has changed.
Okay. Oh, wow. Yes. Wait, what?
He takes another step forward. He's only about 3 feet away from you now.
I grip my staff. I'm sorry, I'm so confused. Jak? And I take a half step back. And I just kind of, I put my hand on my head and I'm like, what is going on right now? You are not who I was talking to. Have I drifted off again? What is going on?
He lifts his right hand up and starts moving it towards your chest, and you start to see this black, kind of almost veins, energy starting to build in his fingertips as he starts reaching out towards your chest.
Okay, in that moment, and it's still Jak.
You're looking at, it looks exactly like Jak.
Okay, I will just clamp both my hands to my head, step back a second, and I'll be like, this is not real. This is not real. And I will just shout, get away. And I will cast Thunder Wave.
Okay. It's dexterity saving throw, is it? Constitution.
It's a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. What's the DC?
I'll let you know. No, it's 15.
Oh, he just rolled a 15.
It was 16.
So as you see these hands coming towards you, and you let out your thunder wave, it was a 10 feet.
So 15-foot cube.
15 foot, okay. So yeah, as it kind of goes to reach out, and you let this out, and you just see him. He pushes right back the 15 feet. As he does, almost like peeling the skin off him, you see his form change back to the green robed figure standing there with the hands out. As he kind of raises his hands and gives you a smile, puts both his hands behind his back again. I hope not to see you again, Elion.
I will turn and run.
As you kind of glance over
And
your shoulder.
as I'm running,
Yep.
as I'm running, I will misty step to like kind of out of the pathway of where I'm running, so that kind of maybe off to the side. I'm trying to see where am I. Into the trees.
Okay.
And I'm gonna but I want to be in a vantage point where I can still see up where he is.
You're staying in his line of sight.
I want to have a line of sight on him. So sorry. First I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast Greater Invisibility.
Okay, so you're gonna Misty Step out and cast Greater Invisibility.
No, sorry. I'm gonna cast Greater Invisibility first, and then I'm Misty Stepping.
If
Can
you
I do
cast
that?
a magic spell, it'll break your invisibility though. You can't cast
it?
while you're invisible.
All right, then. Yes, I will Misty Step and then cast Greater Invisibility.
Okay. So yeah, you start kind of booking it down, and then you reappear kind of bottom of the trees. You can kind of glance up, just see out of the corner. You can see his kind of legs there. You go ahead and cast your Greater Invisibility. You believe your... Roll a stealth check with advantage for me.
Nat 1 and a 14 plus -1, 13.
13. Okay. So yeah, as you kind of only use this invisibility, you don't have a full sight on him, just kind of his feet, knowing he's still within range. You cast an invisibility spell, and you're pretty confident that you can't be seen.
Okay.
You get kind of keeping an eye on him. You see him. His gaze goes from where you were and starts kind of looking around the city. You see him looking left, looking right, and then just starts slowly walking down the walkway.
Okay. I'm gonna cast. What do I got?
Don't forget, it'll break your invisibility.
Right. Yeah. All right. I'm going to just back into the trees, but I want to keep eyes on him.
Okay.
And I want to stay pretty far. And I'm going to follow him.
Okay. All right. So as this happens, Jak, you are watching kind of over Mastos as you're kind of playing around with Reen. But a little time has passed now. As you watch Mastos, his hands kind of in the ground, eyes closed. You start to see this kind of strange little purple vine, almost kind of tangle around his fingers that are currently in the ground. And you see these little pretty pink flowers just start to slowly form around his fingers. Do you wish to do anything or continue wrestling with Reen?
He'll probably just stay wrestling with Reen, and just occasionally, like, most likely it's him getting pinned to the ground because he's not strong. He'll, like, just keep checking on Mastos.
Okay, perfect. And during this time, Darius, nothing that you can tell untoward has happened? Just still kind of waiting in there? Want to keep checking and make sure you're good. Getting close to kind of 2 hours of time roughly passing.
And would you say that I would have gotten a short rest by this point?
Yes.
Sweet.
And Jak,
I
if you need a short rest, even though you're resting, you may do so as well, because you could take the time.
I think he would be like, you two, huh? Like to the Khaled or Arakeen or whatever his name was.
Yeah. So Arakeen kind of turns just the black kind of mask with the rune on the front of it. And Khaled turns it. Yes, we grew very close over all those years.
Isn't that a little weird when you were like sworn enemies?
She kind of like tilts her head a little bit. Well, it wasn't Arakeen we were sworn against. We're really just defending the seed, and he was instructed. He was following orders just as I was.
And he'll look over at Arakeen and so I suppose you can't go home now.
I could, but why would I want to?
You're not gonna get I don't know how things work where you're from. Are you gonna get punished for not fulfilling your mission? Or much like she got yelled at by Big Daddy D?
Well, if you did indeed kill my brother, that means that he was not punished when he returned from failure. Hence, therefore, I will not be punished also.
It was a bit different. He was trying. You're not exactly trying. And then his brow furls and he's like, what are you?
I have no need for someone else's goals anymore. I shall pursue my own interests.
What is your old master's goal anyway?
That depends whether you mean Kuthla or Sharak.
I mean, both of them. More knowledge is more power, right?
Kuthla to gain the satisfaction of providing what he can for Sharak, the most powerful entity that he'd ever met. Kuthla being a warrior, power, strength is what he deems to be the most valuable thing.
I see. It's a little... almost like a hollow ambition, but... whatever. And the other one? You said something... I remember reading something about him wanting to destroy our realm or something.
Sharak, yes. Yes. Very angry with the gods, and their most beautiful creation being the mortal plane, his only reason for existence is to destroy it. Or to take it over and let them watch as it burns.
How do we stop them?
There's no need. They're idiots. They'll never take over the mortal realm.
Well, they've caused quite a bit of chaos already. Your brother's dead then, yeah? Sorry, I know it's probably a touchy subject, but... if we kill you guys, and I'm not going to attack you, but if we kill you here, do you stay dead or do you just go back there? We ran into these entities called Shadow Hearts, and they weren't so easily killed.
Shadow Hearts. Very different type of entity than me and my brothers. We would be considered more closer to you mortals than they would be. Unmade energy left by the gods, unwanted and unneeded. Very different. I would indeed perish if I was killed here, assuming magical means were implemented.
Does that apply to all your brothers?
Indeed.
So what if magical means weren't implemented? I simply sliced him in half.
If it was done with a mere blade, then my brother may still be with us.
Darius holds out his hand and summons the Soul Seeker. Is this a mere blade?
That would be considered magical, I believe. I talk of steel and iron.
Okay, I mean, I don't know. This is all new to me. And he drops it, but as it falls, it just goes... Okay, Khaled, do you have parchment and something to write with? Maybe some coal or charcoal or something?
Yes, I have chocolates and also some paints on the shelf over there. And she points over. You can see there's some shelves on the side and a small table underneath.
We'll go over there, and I'm just going to collect some, and he's going to start drawing.
Okay. During this, Bornman's still sitting cross-legged, the shield kind of just sitting on his lap, just kind of meditating. Like you can see him every once in a while just taking in the room, but then again kind of closing his eyes and meditating. Thrag watching from a chair that is now pointed facing the room. Just sort of a little bit of a disbelief still look on his face, just kind of still staring over at Arkeen. He doesn't seem to have the full understanding as to why this has happened or why Khaled made these decisions. You can kind of just see him churning it over and over in his head. Okay, so Mastos. about 2 hours into your ritual, and you've pushed yourself kind of into the Fae, feeling the Fae start to reach and kind of pull for you a little bit more. Where do you want to push your intent? To the mortal plane, the Fae, the shadow, or killing the shadow?
Now that I'm connected with the Fae and I feel that, I want to shift focus and connect it to the mortal plane. I want to bridge the gap and have each other intertwine.
Okay. As you continue this ritual, you start to get an understanding of how this interaction between you, your energy, your magic is interacting with the environment around you. And you have an understanding that if you focus all your energies in one place, you will push and enhance that type of energy in life or death in this area. If you spread it out, it might not be as impactful, but it may increase those different areas. So as you push into the mortal plane, you start to feel the tree that you spoke to, the bushes, the flowers, the vegetation that the citizens here have tried to grow, and you push out and feel that and almost pull it into you, trying to kind of pull that energy within and then unleash it and push it out. Roll a d20, please.
That's a nat 20.
Nat 20. Awesome. Yeah, as you push this out, you can almost feel the life underground within this area just stretch and push outwards. Jak, you can see on his right hand, you see the small green vine, and you recognize this. You've seen this many times. And these small little buds of roses that just pop out from it as it kind of encases his right hand. Left hand encased in Fey nature, right hand encased in nature from the mortal plane. Elion, as you follow this gentleman, he comes down kind of the wooden path leading onto the grass. You can see he kind of stops. It looks like he's taking stock of the area again. Looking around. I don't know what he's looking for, but he seems to see something that catches his eye, and seems to be walking towards the tall building where you spoke to Aristos.
Okay.
Want to follow or back?
Yeah, I'll follow, but I'm staying pretty far back, like pretty fucking far back.
Okay, roll a stealth with advantage, please.
Did I guide myself too? No,
That
because
will
that would.
yeah.
I'm learning. 17 minus 1, so 16. With advantage.
Yeah, advantage.
16.
16. Okay. So yeah, you keep a little bit of distance. He doesn't seem to react to you. You're pretty sure you're doing well. As he reaches the entrance to the tower, he kind of looks up at it, observes the kind of the floating items around it. He looks left, looks right, and enters the tower.
Okay.
Want to follow inside?
When I remember when I was in that tower before, right?
Yes, that's where you spoke to Aristos at the very top of it.
Okay. When I go inside, when in my memory of the tower, what does the inside look like? Like, would I be able? Do I feel like I could follow in behind and still keep a safe distance, or have places to hide, or am I kind of walking into a trap type thing?
So as you think back to it, you remember that the interior was so circular, but completely devoid of really anything on each level. There was multiple levels as you go up the spiral staircase that is in the center of the tower. So it's just straight up. Yeah, each each while up, there was some levels there, but you assume they were there for kind of support for the tower as opposed to sort of an extra room or anything. There was really nothing until you got to almost the very top where Aristos was. So to follow, you know, you would have to kind of stay on this main spiral staircase that just continues up. So it would be very difficult to stay close without making noise on the stairs. It'd be more about noise than visual.
Okay. Is there windows into the tower on each level?
There is 3 sets of windows. It's not on every level, but yeah, there's windows at the very top, windows kind of middle, and about a third up.
Okay. Okay. I will. Okay, I will. Where I am, is there somewhere I can tuck away and not be seen, like very close to me?
Yeah, there's like vegetation, bushes and stuff against the walls and that, just outside the Wizard's Tower, yeah.
Okay. I will tuck away. I want to stay close to the doorway. I'm gonna drop my invisibility. And I'm gonna open up my book. And I'm going to flip to a page early on that I wrote where I sketched a picture of a small raven that I had studied in the forest with Riven one evening. And I'm going to hold that place in that book, and I'm going to shift to another place in the book, and I'm going to read some writings. And I'm going to speak an incantation. And the page that I'm holding with my hand over the raven picture is going to glow, and sparkles of like almost like burning embers of parchment is going to peel away from that image, float up in front of me, and form a live black raven. And I'm going to speak to the raven telepathically. And I'm going to say, "Hi, I have not done this before, but can you go keep an eye on our friend?" And I will send it kind of an image of what I want it to do. I want it to fly through the first open window and gain tracking on our friend.
Okay. Awesome. So yeah, as it kind of forms and it kind of settles down in front of you, just looking up, attentively listening, even though you're doing it in your head, you can tell that it's just got your full attention. And as you give the command, it takes kind of 2 steps back. And you almost see like a bow, like a nod as it kind of backs around, turns, and then starts to take off towards the window to the first floor.
Okay. I will tuck myself away, and I will connect with my friend and observe what it sees.
Okay. So as it goes in the first window, go ahead and roll a perception for your birdie.
13, but I need to actually hold on a second.
Stat block.
Yeah. Here we go. We use Monster Manual or Basic Rules 2014.
2014.
Okay, add. Perception +3. So what was my roll? I just moved it. Was it 14? Shit. Do you remember what I said my roll was?
I do not. You can roll again.
Okay, well, I don't want it to be lower than it was. Like 14. Well, okay, it's 15, 16, 17, 18. 18.
18. Okay, great. So yeah, as he kind of flies in, is your instruction for him to stay in flight or to walk up the stairs?
More or less to act natural, as in act like a bird
Inside the tower.
inside a tower. Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like it would fly up the stairs, perch, look around, fly from perch to perch. Like it wouldn't be. I don't think it'd be walking up the stairs. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So, so as he kind of tries to quietly fly up there, go ahead and roll a stealth for him just to see how quiet he is as he's kind of making his way up.
okay. I think I want him to act more natural than hidden. I think.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
it's gonna be harder for him to hide, so I want him to just seem like a bird that is just in the tower.
Okay, sure. Yeah, no worries. So with the perception check, you hear he can hear footsteps about kind of 2 sets of stairs above him, just slowly going up, not at a fast pace, not taking time, just a steady walking up the stairs.
Okay. And I will just because I can still communicate with him telepathically, right?
Yeah, up to a certain distance.
100 feet, I think it is.
Yeah, so the top of this is probably about 150 feet, I want to say, the top of the tower.
Of course it is.
100. We'll say it's like 100. We'll say it's 100 feet, the top.
Okay. I like that.
110, so.
I will move closer to stay within range, but
Yeah.
as I'll stay my distance. As I start to feel that connection starting to fade, I'll move to kind of hold that connection.
Okay.
Because I don't want to just run to the front, even though he doesn't need it right now.
Yeah.
And I just want to reiterate to him that he's to keep his distance, stay safe, just track and observe, and act natural.
Okay. So he does so. He kind of flies kind of up the spiral as this center post. There's not kind of like an opening in the middle. It's almost like the support goes right up the center. So it's literally a spiral going up. So he flies up. As he seems to be going a little bit faster than the person that's just naturally walking. So as you do look through his eyes and you look up, you can see one more kind of turn around the circle. He would be up to where this Dawn, you can tell easily it's him. He would be up on him. Do you want him to fly past or hold back?
I think if he's in straight flight, I would have him fly past all the way to the top, I think, and just kind of perch like a bird would kind of naturally do. They would get to the highest point and kind of look around.
Okay, yeah, so he flaps his wings and starts to just move up. As he gets a couple of feet away from Dawn, you see him stop and look over his shoulder, and kind of just stay still and just watch as your bird continues to fly up to the top. Through the bird's eyes, you see him crest into kind of the top level you remember coming out of when you were with Mastos. You see this level where Aristos was working, and you do see Aristos still up there. You can see him at the far end of the room. He has, looks like he's working on something on a table. Looks like gloves or something. You can't quite see from the angle, but he's working on something at the table there. Go. There's plenty of shelving and a window on this level, window ledges that you can perch on if you wish.
And Aristos is there.
Yes, you can see his back is to the staircase right now.
Okay. Is there rafters?
There's not in this room. You actually see the staircase leads up one more level that you did not go to before.
Okay. Is there any food around?
There is not. This looks like a workspace in regards to sort of experience and magic. There doesn't seem to be any snack area.
Okay. But there is an open window.
Yeah, these windows kind of have like bars on them, but they are like open. You could go in and out if you need.
Okay. So I will fly to the window.
Okay. As you fly over, you can see Mastos turn his shoulder over his shoulder, and see you flying over the window. And hello, little one. And he starts walking over towards the bird.
Okay. It will land, and it will bow its head.
Okay. I see Mastos go over. Oh, a polite one. Yes. And you see him kind of like put his hands together and kind of bow down. Very good. Very nice. Smooth. You take care of yourself, don't you? Good bud. Good bud. And he turns and starts walking back to his desk.
Okay. The bird will mimic. Should I play this? It'll stay. It'll just stay. It won't say anything.
So yeah, he goes back working, and you wait for a few minutes. Roll a perception.
Dirty 20.
Awesome. You hear the footsteps of Dawn proceeding up the stairs have quietened. You don't hear movement up the stairs, but you also did not hear movement of him going down the stairs.
Okay. What am I guessing? He went like right up the stairs? Like, did I hear him kind of?
So you haven't since the bird flew past him and he stopped and watched it. You have not heard a movement from the stairs since then.
Okay. Okay. I will wait.
Okay. Holding position. Going back to just checking in, Darius. Do you need to do anything? Don't leave anybody out while we're bouncing.
Right now, I'm just drawing the
Sketching.
stuff we talked about previously.
Okay, perfect. All right, so you're working on that. Jak, seeing Mastos still doing his ritual. You're still good to kind of watch for now while you're wrestling and practicing.
How long has it been?
Although Elion's doing his thing, it has been 4 hours.
How long did he say it was going to take? 8 hours?
8 hours.
Ugh. Jak is going to tell Reen to stay, and he's going to go back in town to see the stagnant, like frozen things.
Okay. Yeah, you start trying to find these things. They seem to be slowly dissolving back into the ground, so it'll take a little while. Roll a perception. See how long it takes you to find one if you do.
16.
Okay, so yeah, so as you start heading down to the south, you see one almost down by the entrance to the city. Again, frozen in place. It's one of the dog-style ones that were on full all fours, kind of like with the mouth open. It is sitting down, sort of in a resting motion right now. Hind legs down, front paws straight to the ground, unmoving.
And about what time is it right now?
So, you guys, let's see. Mastos release speed 3, so 4 hours, 7, so 8 p.m.
Okay. As Jak's kind of looking around, Jak will thank to everybody. Does anybody need anything? I'm in town before we settle down for the night.
You don't hear anything from Bornman.
Do I hear this even though I'm kind of
Yeah. Well,
because I'm in my
yes,
familiar.
'cause it's you still you would have the mental. You'd receive the mental message. Yeah, you would hear it. We'll say.
I would repeat back. I'm currently in a predicament right now. Jak, would you want to come to me? I'm outside of Aristotle's tower. I've
Oh.
met one of your acquaintance that really does not like you, and I think he may be looking for you. Actually, I quite forgot that we could do this.
Was
Would
that to
have contacted
everyone
you
or
sooner.
just Jack?
This is everyone.
Okay.
I've never met anyone that doesn't like me, besides Borman.
Yeah,
Well-
but we don't really have any acquaintances that don't like him. What was his name? Or their name?
He said Dawn. He had quite a bit of tattoos.
We don't know a Dawn, right? We've never met a Dawn?
Above table? No.
Yeah.
Say below end table. No, I don't know a Dawn.
We don't know anyone named Dawn.
Tattoos.
To be quite fair, I don't believe he was too forthcoming with his true intentions or name. He had a black magic that came out of his hands towards me. I don't think it's his. He has somewhat of a druidic stance to him as well. He is elvish. Very much does not like Jack.
Ringing any bells for us?
I
Above
will
table?
describe his tattoos as well. And the ring finger, the ring hand mechanism.
Am I hearing this too while doing
You
my
are
ritual?
not, Mastos.
Oh, no?
You are deep in your ritual.
Okay. Okay.
When he describes the ring situation, that probably would cause Jack to be like, the only person I've seen like that was Vamoria, but he's dead.
Well, we think he's dead. We've already seen that he has ways of coming back from the dead.
Above table, did Vomoria have rings like that? Like ring?
Yeah, you
kind of
guys
stuff?
traded it to Gar.
Yep.
Fuck. He did look very damaged, but he
Out
had
of con-
these
Just curiosity. Did he have any particular interest in your chest?
Yes. Actually, that's what he kept reaching for. He kept reaching his hand out towards my chest.
But you don't have any sanguine in your chest.
I'm sorry, sanguine?
No, he wouldn't have a key. He wasn't invited to the tournament. But did you say you were with us?
I mentioned that you had helped me, but he was not interested in dealing with anyone associated with you. I tried to distance myself in the conversation from you just out of sheer interest on who he was, but even just mentioning being associated shut down any sort of info I could gather.
As
Sorry, you said sanguine? I know what sanguine is, right?
Yes, yes. You know it's an outlawed substance control by Scorpion. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know it's a pasta.
as we're talking, Jack is making his way towards Aristos's tower.
Well, you guys feel free to continue. I'm going to go out on a limb here and try something. I'm going to take out the sending stone, and I'm going to contact Jonas.
Mhm.
I only have 25 words. Okay. Jonas, Darius here. Did Venmoria ever have any aliases? If so, can you name them or ask? What was her name?
Seraph.
Yeah, Seraph. If she knows of any, and report back, please. Yeah.
No, that was the use one actually. Yeah, you send it through the sending stone.
Sorry, why would I? Do you have sanguine on you?
You
We have it in us.
what?
Fun times, isn't it?
No, that's very, very illegal.
I mean, it is
okay, another
illegal, but
time.
it's also from Centaurium. They gave us the key, so I guess that technically makes it legal.
The whole
Right.
tournament thing.
Have they ever mentioned being part of the tournament to me? I don't believe so.
There has been conversations about the tournament. I don't recall if Elion was there while they had it, but they have talked about
I also showed you Atlas's key.
Oh, yes, to Bornman. They mentioned to Bornman. Bornman
Yeah.
said, why aren't you going to the tournament right now?
Oh, okay.
You did. I don't think you're aware that the keys are made of sanguine, though. This is new information.
Okay.
Well, he would have seen Atlas's because I pulled it out when I said that was how I learned how to do sending.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's also dead, so I don't know if you would know it was charged with sanguine previously.
Right.
Yeah, you're smart enough to know that, yeah, they have keys in their chest and it's made of sanguine.
Okay. All right. I won't act as shocked. Right. Okay. So your friend Don, he had quite a bit of scarring on his body. Seemed to be covered by these tattoos. Does that ring a bell at all?
Well, if it is Vamoria, he's a blood weaver and can take the shape of different people.
Well, wait. He did do that. He presented himself as you, Jak. Towards the end of our conversation, I was clearly annoying him with my questions, and then he transformed into you. I wasn't quite sure what was going on, and
Above table, because this is going back a while now. Did we
Throwback.
learn how he turned into people? Like he needed genetic material, didn't he?
Yeah, you guys, Jak read and explained the spell, True Soul Polymorph. Yeah, you did read that, yeah, but essentially using like the body and kind of taking all the flesh remaining, just leaving the skeleton there and absorbing the essence of the soul and the flesh, being able to have access to the memories, abilities, and appear like that person physically, to the point that no magical detection could even pick it out.
All right. So I will remind Jak of that. Like he shouldn't have been able to turn into you. It must have been an illusion. But then, like he could realistically take the form of anybody, and we don't know how many bodies he had on standby just in case.
well, I did not detect any other magic on him other than the few pieces of jewelry that had enchantments on them. He said he made himself. But just also the smell of good berries on his breath.
Ugh.
I-
An audible sigh from Jak. Where are you hiding? I think I'm almost there.
Oh, I'll explain where I'm hiding.
Okay, yeah. In the
knows
bushes,
he's hiding.
just north of the entrance of the magic, the Ankh.
Would
tower.
it take Jak long to get there from the tree?
10 minutes.
Okay.
I will.
Jak, be careful, please. If he's in the city and it's him, if he sees you, there's no telling what he may do.
I won't know if you're here. You'll have to tap me. I'm a bit indisposed right now.
Are you naked?
Can Jak see him at this point?
Roll a perception.
Perception. 16 on the die plus 6, 22.
Elion, roll a stealth, please.
11 minus 1.
Sweet. Yeah, as you kind of come into the area north of the Ankh, you look over and you see Elion, like the top, his shoulders and head kind of sticking out of a bush. With his kind of like his eyes closed. He's clearly crouched, looking to be hit, thinks he's hidden with his eyes closed, but you can clearly see him.
Jack will, like, as he's talking in his head to Elion, he'll just switch to it being audible, and he'll put his hand on his shoulder. Okay, I'm here.
Is that you with your hand on my shoulder? I cannot hear or see you right now.
Oh. And then he'll switch back to thinking in his head, yes, it's me. If he is here, if Amori is here, I need to get my gauntlets back.
Right. No, I have a friend of mine with eyes in the tower. I will see if I can gather his location.
See if you can spot my gauntlets. I'll go up to Aristos and ask for them back.
He is up in the tower right now. I've just lost visual. I wouldn't go in just yet.
Jack kind of slowly grips the pistol behind his back. Well, I need them. I don't think I can face Fomori without him again.
Well, I wouldn't go in just yet, or you will be doing just that. That is who this person is.
Is anyone in the room with Aristos?
So yeah, do I see his gauntlets? What do I see in the room now?
So yeah, now that you're in a little bit deeper into the room, roll ahead and roll a perception.
13 plus 3, so 16.
16. Okay, so you can see over in the table. You do recognize the gloves that he was working on are Jak's gauntlets. And after a few minutes, you see him take one of the gauntlets and start to move up to the upper level, up the stairs.
I will fly over and land on his shoulder.
Okay.
And I will mimic the word careful.
Well,
I can do that.
Speak common.
I can mimic, yeah. Hold on, let me double check. Mimicry. The raven can mimic simple sounds it has heard, such as a person whispering, a baby crying, or an animal chittering. A creature that hears the sounds.
Oh, because you did tell it to be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
Our imitations with a successful DC 10 wisdom. A creature that hears the sounds can tell they are imitations with a DC check.
Okay, no worries. Okay, great. So as you do this, you fly over, and Ursos kind of stops for a second. He kind of looks at each other. Oh, always careful when dealing with magics, especially unknown ones. Apparently, a curse on this. Shall we go see? He starts proceeding up the stairs.
Oh, he's already out the door. Like, was there a doorway in here?
No, it's another
Just
staircase
platform.
going up to the next level. Yeah.
Right. So he's already started to walk up the stairs.
Yeah, he's heading towards the stairs. Yeah.
Okay, and I'm still on his shoulders.
Yep.
Do I see down the stairs? Do I see any?
You don't see anything down the stairs as he's walking past. No.
Okay. Okay. I will fly up to the next level and scout ahead.
Okay. Off you go. As you go up, as you fly up a little bit further, Aristos continues to walk. You can see on the upper level, this is definitely the top level, and a whole bunch of weird contraptions everywhere. You see like metal balls, you see kind of like lightning kind of sparking off some of them. You see shelving, you see boxes. It looks like an array of almost chaotic experiments spread out all over the room. It does have windows in this room as well. 2 windows on each wall looking out over Arrocan. And it proceeds to, Aristos still walking up the stairs. Seems to be heading over towards a kind of a metal table type thing. It has these blue, almost crystal type things, one on each corner of the metal table.
Okay. Do I see anyone up there?
Nope.
Other than no. Okay. I will relay to Jak that Aristos is on the top level. And so, Aristos, he's at the very top of the tower. He has your gauntlets. There's no sign of our friend. He was on the stairwell, but seems to be no longer there. I would like to. I'm running out of shit here.
Jak, thanks to Elion, I have an idea, but I kind of need you to trust me.
Can you maybe give me an idea of what the idea is before I choose whether to trust you or not?
We're gonna go say hello to Aristos.
Oh, no, I do not trust you
Oh,
on that one.
are you sure? I can get us right next to him.
Until I know where our friend is located in the tower, I don't believe going in is a really good idea at all.
Walking from the bottom to the top is risky, yes, because I don't feel as capable without my gauntlets, but I can get us straight to the top.
Right. The top of the tower, where there's only one way to get out, and that's down through the tower where he may be. Is that...
If I have my gauntlets, I'll feel much safer.
Jak, I will not feel much safer with or without your gauntlets if we are stranded at the top of the tower by ourselves.
Things go south, you turn into a giant gorilla and kill everything again. It's not hard.
I'm at my wit's end already trying to track this man.
If it
What
is, and I doubt it, if it is Vamoria, he's not going to let you just track him.
I don't know who Vimori is. I don't know who he is. He's quite powerful, though. I could sense that at the very least.
Well, if it is him, I've killed him once, and I'll kill him again.
There are more than just one powerful person in this world, Jak. I cannot guarantee this is Vimori at all. It could be someone much worse.
His brother, if he has one. Wouldn't that be
Or his son.
It's a big world. I wouldn't put all your eggs in this Memoria basket.
I'm not saying it is, but after fighting those demons a minute ago, it's evident that I am not all there combat-wise. And I gave him my gauntlets, Aristos, to look at them. And if this guy's here, I need them or I'm going to not do so well. Jak kind of like looks at his hand and he's like shaking for a minute.
Right. Okay. Then I will stay here. And if you need help, I can find help. Is anyone else listening to our conversation? Is there anyone else coming?
So are you guys broadcasting to everyone? Because that was going to be my question. I just wanted you guys to finish.
Yeah, I don't see why I wouldn't be keeping everyone
Yeah.
in the know of the situation.
Okay. I don't want to venture out until I can return this to Mastos, which he hasn't said anything, so I'm assuming he's entranced by what he's doing. But Jak, you should be careful. I mean, it may not be him. Elion's right. We might just be being paranoid. Given what we went through, it makes sense, but if it is him, we don't know what state he went through. We learned that he wasn't fully complete with Dorhan.
Can you Can you message Aristos and ask him how go the gauntlets? That something has come up and I may need to retrieve them earlier than expected? Just for the day.
Try. What direction is he from me and how far away?
We're at his tower.
I can do that right now. One moment. So cast message.
Okay. So as you're having this conversation, Darius, you hear in your head, Darius, really sad about Atlas. Felix told me. So sad. Moria didn't have any other names. He's well buried.
Well buried, also known as Good Berry.
We come back, you got a chalkboard with a bunch of pictures and arrows drawn to things. I figured it out.
Jonas,
As you recognize Jonas's name.
Yeah. Jonas messaged me
Not
back.
now, Jonas.
Apparently the Moria didn't have any aliases, but he did go by Dorhan while he was Dorhan, so maybe the body he's in is Dawn. Or he just dropped some of the letters in Dorhan's name.
I can come help if needed. You hear Bornman.
He's in the room with me, right?
Yes, he's saying this.
Yeah. Vimoria wouldn't know Mastos, so I'm not. So it's really just Jak that I'm worried about. I don't know, Jak. Maybe it's better you guys come back here and we wait till Mastos is finished.
My only concern is if it is what the only thing we think it is, if he gets to my gauntlets, I feel like I'm not going to be very helpful.
Well, you still did damage in the last battle. You just got to get used to the weapons.
It's not just getting used to the weapons. It just nothing feels right now.
Yeah,
Not even doing basic acrobatics.
Yes, and that's fair. And you know, I've known a lot of people who have gotten into like spice and stuff like that, and when they've stopped doing it, doing basic things was hard for them too. You were connected to a cursed item. It's going to take your body time to readjust to being not connected to them.
If it's cursed.
I thought Aristos isn't that what Aristos is doing? He's checking them for you.
Yes, I don't know if it's cursed.
That's fair. But I still feel like finding that out rather than just putting them back on is the better play. We don't have to fight this Dawn character yet. And, I mean, worst comes to worst, I could talk us out of it, maybe. I'm pretty persuasive.
I think for me, it's best to avoid cursed items if possible.
Yeah, you don't want to lose both hands.
I don't want to try to summon an undead army either, so he's got a point. Borman, why don't you come out and wait with us? Let's try to make it less obvious that we're hiding. As Jak starts like patting Elion to stand up.
I will get up.
Very well, yes. We can perhaps do some training routines or something. I'll make my way there.
Thank you.
Darius see Bornman getting up and starting to leave the room.
Darius, can't you do your projection thing again?
What?
I don't know. Those back in Vimoria City, you like I don't know, left your body. There was like a projection of you. Can't you just leave it there to guard the seed, or maybe
Wait,
you
what?
show up over
Okay,
here?
above table, what are you talking about?
When you initially kind of got your powers, there was a specter of you. That was created.
Yeah. I don't have that anymore.
Denied.
Just because.
That'd be a cool ability.
Well, yeah, but I also require a corpse to do it, which I also don't have.
Good
Come here,
Lord.
Jak. I'll do it again.
So I don't really know what happened with that. I know what you're talking about, but I don't know if it was when I first got infused with Dimension's power, I had more than I should have, and it kind of balanced out, but I can't do that anymore.
Okay.
It also required a corpse, so yeah.
I can get you one.
I don't want you to just go kill someone so we can guard something.
Okay. Makes sense.
I also don't want you to just go randomly killing people.
It wouldn't have been random.
You can feel Darius like blankly staring at you.
Avert your gaze, it's fine.
So, Elion, you were sending a message, I believe.
Yeah, I'm gonna send a message to Aristos. Aristos, are you available? We're wondering if Jak's gauntlets are ready.
Oh, yeah, yes. Just finishing up, confirming my work. I can have them to him within the hour.
Right.
We wait an hour. Get on your way.
Wondering, are you okay? Is any strange people come to visit you, asking maybe about Jak or the ATLADS?
No, not that I can think of. Well known around here. Not many people come asking. Most people know the ATLADS.
Have you seen an individual with strange tattoos and an elf maybe? Green covers.
Nobody that doesn't live here has come by. Sound interesting?
Aristos, do you have the ability to detect unfamiliar magic around you? Or any sort of concealing magic?
I can detect magic in the surrounding area, yes, if required. Take some effort, but yes.
I might be paranoid, but can you do that now and make sure that you are truly alone?
Oh, this might be a little difficult. Almost everything in here is lined with magic. Perhaps if I go lower down?
Maybe not. The magic there is any of it. Is it all different types of magic, or is it one type of magic?
Oh, it's many types. It's quite exciting, really. I have many pieces of equipment that can do many things that different magic items. A little bit of everything, you could say. So while you guys are dealing with this, Mastos, as you continue your ritual and your intent pushing into the city of Arrocan, the mortal plane, the fey plane, the shadows, or the death of the shadows, what do you push your intent into?
Ooh, I'll be myself.
You're muted.
Yeah, he knows. He's taking a drink.
Oh.
I'm also finding a D1 4 to help me decide.
Come on,
I've never heard of
Mastos.
one of those.
See, just search inside yourself. What do you feel?
I-
What do you feel?
I feel growing the mortal plane.
Okay.
Not because
You-
the dice said so.
Okay, you push the energy out into the mortal plane. Roll a d20, please.
I keep rotating my d20s. The third. That is a 12 on the die.
A 12. As you push your intent into the land, feeding back the energy and life that you feel it feeding to you, and as you push it out, you feel every ounce of life in the nature around you, based on the mortal plane. You feel it pushed. You feel it pushed to its limit. You feel buds pushing almost to bursting. You feel trees trying to grow instantly. And you can feel from this surge that you have done as much as you can to push the growth of the nature on the mortal plane within Arakan. You understand that the vegetation now, with the life energy that you have fed it during your ritual, it will maintain its life even without the connection to the Fae within this place.
That's hot.
As the citizens are kind of walking by and not quite sure what to do, as they look over, they see the right-hand side of your body completely almost solid in the form of a tree, covered by blooms and flowers, the mortal plane, and your hand still on the ground on the left with the Fae blooms covered over it, almost statuesque. Back to the Ankh. Elion, what were you wanting to do?
So I'm going to all right, whatever.
So Astos had said perhaps you go down to cast the magic, and he said that's not a good idea.
I said, okay, all right. All right, if you must go down, do you have a way of concealing yourself?
Yes, is the if there's danger, I could just immediately leave. That seems the best course of action if there's potential danger.
Well, we're not sure if it's danger yet. We're more in an investigative mode right now. Do you have a way to be indetectable?
Not currently, no. Sometimes I do, but not right now.
All right. Do you see a feathered friend near you? And I'll have him kind of, if once he looks, he'll bow again.
Okay. Yes, right here.
One moment. I'll have the bird fly over to Mastos, and or not Mastos, sorry, Aristos.
Okay.
And land on him.
Okay.
And he's going to cast greater invisibility on him.
Okay.
Right. This will only last for about a minute, so you'll need to go quickly. And then he's going to cast.
Okay. Yeah. So you send this message out, and you focus in on connecting to your new bird friend. As you do, you feel the kind of the claws of the bird almost sink a little bit tighter into the shoulder of Aristos. And as it kind of flaps its wings, you just see kind of the black feathers almost just start shooting out of the bird, completely encasing Aristos. And then as they kind of fall to the floor and disappear, and Aristos has disappeared.
Cool. So am I technically invisible too, or because I'm attached to him?
Yes, technically, the greater visibility does hit up to, what is it, like 6 people or something?
I don't know. I should probably read that, but
Let me check here.
you or a creature you touch become invisible until the spell ends.
Oh, I thought greater was... Okay, so if it's not, I thought greater was multiple, my bad. So yeah, it's just Aristos in that case then.
Okay. So I will follow behind. Or I will head out because I won't know where he is.
Okay. So yeah, your bird can hear a little toot toot toot, like footsteps as you can hear Arstos walking towards the stairs. And we will take a break.
Okay.
Be back, guys, in about 8 minutes or so. See what happens next.
Just enough time for a raid.
Hooray!
Welcome back, everyone.
No.
So, as we left off, Elion had sent his new bird friend up the tower to visit Aristos, and worrying that this new Dawn person with unknown intent was going up the stairs, had cast an illusory spell, invisibility, onto Aristos so that he could safely make his way down, watching for any dangers along the way. Outside, Elion's sort of half-conscious body, as he looks and hears through his bird, is accompanied by Jak, who is there, and Borman just arriving. So Jak, you see kind of Borman just coming around the corner, and he kind of just gives you kind of a hand up and starts walking over. Is everything okay so far?
So far, I think he's talking to Aristos right now.
So are we expecting battle? What is the situation?
Well,
Are they talking in person or are they talking?
In person.
I don't know what Elion saw, but he's normally pretty descriptive, so I would say if he senses danger, then coming here when following him was the right play. So if it is who we originally think it is, there would definitely be a fight, so better be prepared than not.
Well, if it's somebody of evil intent, should we ask the Arrocan for Arrococker for help?
That'd probably be a good idea.
Okay, well, perhaps when we get confirmation, we can do that then. Safety in numbers.
I agree.
At this point, Elion, as you're looking through the bird's eyes, as I say, you could hear the footsteps of Aristos making his way to the stairs and going down.
I'm gonna message him. You detecting any foreign magic around?
And you don't get a response.
He did.
You
Do I
can
still hear the footsteps?
You still hear the slow footsteps going down, but you do not hear response. You can hear them going down a little bit further away from. Is the bird following the noise or anything, or just staying at the top?
I'm still following.
Okay. Okay, cool.
I will relay in my real voice. Aristos is concealed and heading down, keeping his eye out for any danger.
Keep us posted. That guy's talented. He can do a lot of stuff.
I'll message Aristos again. And are you hearing me? Wait.
Again,
Does the message have to be spoken out loud, or it can be spoken in? Has to be spoken out loud.
Sendings in the head, messages verbal.
Right. Oh, silly. You cannot speak just yet. Okay. Stop your movement if you discover any foreign magic around.
So as he gets, you follow him a little bit, so you see him go to the level that was below where you originally seen him. Him going down the stairs, you can hear light footsteps. He is not a stealthy individual, even though he is invisible. So you can't hear these footsteps, but then you do see and hear him. Sorry, not see, but hear him stop moving.
And what floor is this?
This is about one turn down beneath the floor that he was in. You can see, your bird can see just below that there is one of these kind of like platforms where there's nothing stored in it or anything, just a platform. You can kind of see the edges of it. You can't see it at the edge of the room, but you can see there is a platform below.
Are there not windows in this tower?
There's like 3 sets of windows, the top and then halfway up and one at the bottom.
Why didn't the Birdman just fly out of the tower?
Well, he couldn't fit through. There's
Oh,
these
okay.
metal bars on it. And if you remember, Aristos doesn't have wings. They were cut off. You remember?
I
when
don't
you met him.
remember, but
Oh, poor guy.
If you detect danger, come back to the top.
And you hear like footsteps coming back up the steps.
All right. We'll regroup. We'll regroup at the top. My spell will not last much longer. Cannot risk you being seen coming down.
Jack, you have your teleport. No, that's not going to work. Never mind.
All right.
So at the top of it, as your bird kind of like follows the footsteps up, and you hear Aristos whisper to bird. Yes. Question. Just looking out the window, quite glowy with magic, but floating off the ground. Robes.
Tattoos.
Had back to me. See blonde hair.
Elvish. Green robes.
Yes, pointy is definitely elvish in nature.
Floating.
Wait,
yes.
I guess I can't hear your conversation.
What? So what window? What floor would that be then?
So that'll be about 2/3 up. The window. Yeah, like 2/3
Okay,
up.
I'm gonna relay that to Jack. That this individual is looking out the window, and I'm gonna give him kind of like what floor window it is.
Okay.
And then just Aristos and I are back at the top. We might need to find another way out of here. Can we get you these gauntlets? Aristos, are these gauntlets? Can he use them now?
Well, he could, but I don't know if I would recommend it. But they are functioning.
How quickly can they be completed?
Oh, I didn't make any changes. Just an assessment. Just an assessment. He can use them immediately.
Oh, okay.
Jack, as you get Elion's broadcasting the rough position where this person's looking out. So Jack and Bornman down below the tower. He's going to roll a perception check to look up and see if you wish to do so at the same time.
Darius is going to chime in. Elion, you said this figure was in green robes.
Yes.
Are they the same color as Jack's?
What would they be the same colors as Jack's?
No, Jack's is more of like a dark leather armor. This would be kind of a brighter green. You would match them.
Okay.
And they were quite tattered too. It was not. I wouldn't really classify them as robes in an elegant way.
Well, they don't have to be elegant. It's just my whole family tree has changed like 8 times in the last 6 weeks. So, maybe something of Jack's family could have popped up, and that's why he hates him. But it's just a thought I had.
Right.
Do you want me to go up?
No.
Jack, what's your perception?
I forgot to roll it. Hold on. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, awesome. Borman did not roll so well. You can kind of see Borman looking up and kind of like trying to keep the sun out of his eyes as he's trying to. Well, it's about 8 o'clock at night. The lowering sun out of his eyes. But as you glance up, you do see the top half of a figure just staring down at you. You can see the blonde hair kind of pushed to the side. You see black and red tattoos across the face, and just holding a stare directly down at you, saying nothing, not moving.
Do I recognize the tattoo?
And roll initiative.
And roll initiative.
Well, it's quite a distance.
Jack does wave, by the way.
Jack does his wave. I figured you weren't joking about that.
Am I still hidden?
I'm
Your
like standing next to Elion.
top half of your torso is still sticking out of a bush.
I'm still not anywhere near this, right?
Eyes white. Yeah, you're still far away. So this figure, so you can't really make out the tattoos. You are still far away, even though you do see him up there. You don't see any tattoos that jump out at you. Yeah. So I mean, he's about 80 feet up, kind of just in a window, so it's hard to make out extreme detail. But you can tell just by Elion's description, you can definitely tell that this is the person that he was describing.
How high up is this where he's at?
It's about 80 feet. As you finish your wave and you kind of think of what you're going to do next, you see the figure slowly back away from the window. You no longer see him there anymore.
Did I recognize the tattoos?
You can really make out details from where you were standing. Like it's 80 feet away. So
Well, he's there.
Elion, your bird hears this noise, like a 2-second whirlwind of, and in silence.
So the bird's gonna chirp careful, and it's gonna fly. It's gonna fly down the stairs to see if it sees anything.
Yeah, as it flies down to that level, you take a glance around, and you can see whoever was there is no longer there.
Okay. I'm gonna fly up again. I'm gonna cast message. I believe he's gone, but yeah, just to be safe, maybe you should leave the building.
Yes, I can do that. Should I bring Jak's gauntlets with me?
Yeah, you said you needed an hour for what exactly?
Oh, I like to confirm my initial findings. Confirmation is all.
Right. Okay, do you need to do that here?
Yes, I need my equipment, yes.
Right. All right, I will wait for you to finish. Can you move quickly? And I'm going to fly on him and cast guidance on him.
Okay. Yes. You see him kind of like drop the invisibility. Takes the guidance, runs down, grabs the gauntlet. You see him bring it upstairs and start working on both of the gauntlets on this metal table with these kind of blue crystals. Started to move very quick with it. Jak, while you're down there, seeing this figure back away from the window and kind of hearing this in your mind, it's gone. You want to do anything specific?
Yes. Jak is going to ask if Aristos needs somebody to just be up there like as a guard to help him. And he's going to ask Elion to ask him. Can you just see if Aristos needs somebody up there to protect him just in case? You have Borman down here.
Are you suggesting sending Borman in?
I'm suggesting to send myself in.
Right. And I will pause for a second. He says he'll be fine.
Okay. Jak is going to attempt to focus, and he is going to use his prime evil awareness.
Okay.
And he is going to attempt to focus on the area around him. A mile radius. He's going to do a mile radius first, and then he's going to do a 6 mile radius. And he's going to see if he can sense anything.
Oh, you think this is your favorite terrain, do you?
Forest?
Is
Forest?
it a forest exactly?
There's
Lots
buildings
of
and trees, I hope so.
All right. 1 second here. Yeah.
How many buildings till it takes to become a city, though?
I don't think it's buildings. I think it's
area.
people.
Okay. Yeah, so you focus, you kind of kneel down, you take a knee, close your eyes, put your hands on the ground. Close the eyes over and focus in and try to reach out. Although you're familiar with a lot of the fauna and trees and everything around here, there's a lot of alien nature around you that you don't quite understand. And the Fae is some type of energy coming through from the Shadow Realm as well. And as you send this out, you focus in on targets that you know. I know what this is. I know what this feels like. I know what this is. You do not sense any undead. You do not sense any fiends. You do sense Fae. And you sense Celestial.
Ooh.
Nothing else pings for you. So these you cannot tell how many or the location of, but you do know that those exist within that area.
Okay. And just to let you guys know, Jak was this close to teleporting up into that figure. Very close.
I don't know if
was
Tommy should
It's
shake
called
my head.
growth. It's called growth. I'm so proud of Jak.
I was gonna do it, and then you were like, and he backs away, and then I was like, okay, yeah, Jak's just kind of like when he does that, he kneels down and he presses his hand into the ground and feels. So he'll stand back up and, well, nothing I haven't felt before. I'm assuming besides Celestial, like I think he would notice if he's sensed something like that before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So something different popped up though, and he would be able to identify like something celestial. Like he would be able to.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can kind of categorize it. You can kind of sense that particular energy, knowing that that's what that was. Yeah.
Okay. I sensed something celestial nearby. So I can actually speak and write in Celestial, so if we run into that, I can handle that. Really cool, Jak. Thanks. Jak kind of like looking at Borman.
Yeah.
Just on the side of his eye.
That is impressive tracking. Most useful. Could have used you on some of my missions.
I am good at a few things, and that's one of them. So, if you ever need to track something, let me know.
I've got a feeling that's going to be most needed in the future. As this time kind of passes, working on the final kind of confirmations of these gauntlets, Mastos, you understand your ritual coming to a close. You got one final push into mortal plane, which you feel that you have done what you can there. Fae, shadow, or the death of the shadow in the area.
I'll go the Fae.
Okay. Okay.
That's a 14.
14.
Watch this just kill Arakeen.
Well, that's like I thought if I attacked the shadow and killed it, it would. Ew.
Sorry, one second.
And Colin made it seem like the shadow was kind of important as well. So
So you push your energy into the Fae, feeling what you recognize from your home and focusing on that, thinking about all those centuries of you and your friends running through the Fae wilds, the passion and protection that you had for your home. As you focus and hold on to that, anybody walking by watching would see those vines around your fingers start to stretch and cover the entirety of your left body as you now seem to be locked in a statuesque form with both of your hands on the ground, one half completely covered like a tree from the mortal plane, on the other side a tree from the Fae. This purple bark kind of crusted all over you, small pink blooms bursting out as you push the rest of your energy into the ground beneath you. This time,
my last thrust.
Aristos, Elion, as you watch, Aristos looks like he's finishing up, and he kind of scoops the two gauntlets up, puts them in his backpack. It seems to be all finished here. Should we go to Jak or bring him here if it's safe?
Let me just scout the way forward, and I think leaving the tower is the best plan. Is there anything you need to gather before you leave?
No, I got everything that I need. Yep.
Okay, sit tight. And then I'm gonna fly the bird down and scout the way down. Question about casting. It says I can cast with the range of touch.
Yes.
Does that mean I can cast spells that are also range self? Just not past that?
Well, self it would have to cast on itself. You'd be casting, the Raven could cast a self spell on itself.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. Well, not range. No, it would have to have designated touch.
It can't have self. I know it can't have ranged, but I'm saying because self, can touch itself, right?
Yeah, so technically it could touch itself, and yeah. But what is there a specific spell you're wondering about, or?
Detect magic.
So technically, yeah, it's touch in itself. So
the detect magic is the range is self.
Right.
I'm just like, I'm guessing like if it can cast within the range of touch,
yeah,
that would be
be
the same, right?
I guess.
No, self means you cast it on yourself.
I know, but I'm just saying I can only cast spells with the range of touch.
Yeah.
It basically, I'm reading it as I can't cast spells that are past my familiar.
I would let it. I mean, it's. I gotta. We'll do it. We'll do it spell by spell, and I only say that because we get into a tricky part where you like polymorph your Raven into a giant ape and things like that. So, so we'll do it.
Well,
sort of
polymorph is not a self spell. It's actually a range spell.
Right. Well, it just that was the first example came to my head.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'd be totally fine. Yeah, I'd be totally fine with a dispel. Or sorry, detect magic self on the Raven.
Okay, so I will do that, and then I will make my way down the stairs.
Yeah. As soon as he does that, you get this kind of almost blinding light as you kind of look around the room at all this apparatus and everything within the room. Lots of different schools of magic kind of blinding out, so he kind of dips out of the way to get out of that kind of noise. Yeah, and as you start to go down, the only thing that's kind of pinging as you go down is that there's a couple of lanterns attached to the walls on the way down that are kind of permanently lit. But other than that, you don't get any traces of magic as you descend the tower.
Okay, I will relay that. No detection here. I think it's safe to come down now.
Okay. Coming down.
And then I'll relay to Jak. Seems like coast is clear. He's coming down now. He has your gauntlets.
You see, I don't know if you see. Do you see?
Borman will see.
Okay. Borman will see like this huge sigh of relief come over Jak, someone who's become quite antsy without his gauntlets.
Yeah. When it takes like a couple of minutes, Aristos appears from the front of the tower. At this point, Mastos, you feel this overwhelming rush of energy. Just almost everything that you've been pushing into this land is almost fed back for a second, and you just feel yourself kind of like shunted backwards for a second, and this kind of crusted bark that had encased you over your ritual is kind of scattered across the ground, and you see little tiny blooms start to sprout just around the pieces that are scattered. And you take a look around, you see the tree in front of you, you have some civilians off to the side walking around. What do you wish to do?
After my little Groot moment, I feel the dirt beneath my fingers, and I slowly pull them out of the ground and put soil back nicely. And I lie down in the bed of flowers.
Okay. All right, so you lay down in the bed of flowers, not communicating that to anybody that you're done. Darius, what are you? Darius, what are you doing? Oh, sorry, you're muted.
First, did Elion and Jak relay that the danger is gone?
I think Elion said that, yeah.
Yeah, I would have. I can't. Yeah.
Okay. Until Mastos says anything, he's still waiting.
Okay. Thrag hasn't. Yeah, Thrag hasn't really moved either. He's just kind of stayed there the whole time, kind of watching over, making sure everybody is good. So yeah, back at the tower, Aristos walks out. Jak, you clearly see Aristos coming out with a little bird flapping behind. Jak, good to see you all. A bit of a scare there.
Sorry about that. I hope nothing of yours was taken, or not. I don't want to see you put in harm's way with whatever's going on.
Well, those strange demon type things that we seen before, it seems to have subsided. So perhaps what was ever in the tower was connected somehow, but seems to be gone. So all seems to be good.
What news do you have about my gauntlets?
Oh yes, of course. Starts reaching in, pulls out the gauntlets, just holding them close to his chest, not passing them over. Most unique, very interesting. You thought these to be cursed, yes?
I assumed after taking them off and trying to do what I normally do. I can't do as much.
Ah, well, interesting. They do indeed grant. Well, this one, and he holds up the kind of grapple one. It does have enchantments that would. I've seen things like this before. Enchantments similar to speed spells or haste for movement. That type of enchantment. This one is quite a mechanical marvel. Can shoot almost anything. But the laced magic within is woven in such a way that it's almost undetectable. But these both things are fueled by certain type of energy. It seems to be siphoned when used. I don't know what the energy is, but when it's used, it is sent somewhere not within the gauntlets. So these gauntlets, they give the user the abilities, but the energy is sent somewhere. So it is not a cursed item. You have had nothing taking away. What you are now without these is really what you are.
They run on emotion.
Peculiar to have such a power source as that. I have not heard of that.
Garrick is a marvel. So it makes sense.
You've had dealings with Garrick? Oh,
I have.
much? No. Avoid Garrick. No, he's to the east. You must avoid Garrick. Evil trades. These are from Garrick. Not good, Jak. You shouldn't use.
Garrick here is different than the Garrick I know.
More than one
But-
Garrick?
Also the same Garrick. From what I've come to understand, Garrick used to be somebody else. A woman. And whatever she did split her into 3 people and turned her into Garrick.
If that would be true, then presumably each Garrick would be the same, Jak. This one not different than yours.
Well, I'm still figuring it all out. But the Garrick I know made those for me and taught me all I know. They're the reason I'm who I am today.
No, Jak. Who you are is here in front of me. This is Garrick, Jak, not Jak.
Well, I don't know if I'll put them back on yet, or if I ever will. But I do want them.
Of course. And he puts his hands out to give your gauntlets back.
And like Jak grabs them, and that familiarity sets in, and you see his shoulders like relax, and one of them like he puts under his armpit, and he's holding the grapple, and he's just staring at his hand, and subconsciously like his hand and the grapple are getting closer and closer together, and it's right above his fingers, and he's just staring at it blankly, and you can tell he's struggling if he's going to put it on or not.
The Aristo's kind of reach out just a little bit. Really, think it through, Jak. There is something not right here. Not right at all.
I don't know if I can do the things I do without them. Protect the people I need to protect. Be as lethal as I am.
Well, with time or safer magics, perhaps can be achieved. But this something your choice, of course, but make the right ones.
And you see Jak move his arm away, and he takes both gauntlets and he puts them in his bag. We'll see what happens.
Well, you all had quite a battle. Perhaps rest is needed. You see Aristo's kind of look up, and you can see his almost midnight now. You can see the stars are out, just kind of the moon beaming down, lighting up the whole city. And you can see with the moon shining down, you can see on the northeast corner, like this platform that is raised is just lit in a bright white light. However, the moon comes through to Arakan is just shining on this area. Elion recognizes it exactly where sort of place of worship where you met Thrag and where Dawn was. You can see this kind of place lit up at night. It's absolutely beautiful, even from this distance.
You see Jak pull out his seeker stones, and he looks to see what Reen's doing.
Reen is watching Mastos, who is laying on his back on a bed of different colored flowers, currently snoring.
Jak looks back. Mastos must be done because he's asleep.
Oh, perhaps we can properly rest then.
I very much need to rest after that. I'm gonna make my way back to my accommodations.
Should I, Never mind.
What time is it right now?
About midnight.
Oh Jesus, I'm up so late.
Jak is gonna thank. Jak is gonna thank Doreen to come to him.
Okay.
At Aristos' tower. Aristos, thank you for taking the time, and he's gonna hand over 20 gold pieces. Thank you for looking over these items and clarifying what they are.
He puts his hand out and kind of pushes the gold back in your hand and clasps his hand over yours. This is a pleasure for me. This is what I do. I love to do this. I should be paying you. He pushes the gold back to you.
I appreciate it. Give me a lot to think about.
Yes, be wary of magic such as this. Very dangerous.
Elion, I can walk you back if you're ready.
Yes. Yes. When I watched the three guys that interacted with him walk away, did I see what direction they went?
Roll a post-active perception.
Post-active.
See if you noticed when you were...
14 plus 2, so 16.
16. Okay, yeah. So as you did glance, you see them heading north, and to the north you can clearly see that's where the vegetable patches of the city are. You see those are pumpkin rows and such up there.
Okay. All right, I'll just make a note of that, and I'm gonna head back to my bed.
Okay. I'm going to bunk up at the military section. I don't know what exactly is required of me moving forwards, but if you wish, you can see me there in the morning.
Okay.
Get some rest, Borman. We may need it tomorrow.
DM, would you reiterate? I apologize because I was reading something on my character sheet. The bright light that Jak saw.
Oh, it was. Everybody can see it. It's the over in the Sooms area, just north of it. There's sort of almost like a level that almost looks like a little bit of a temple. Like there's some pillars and there's stone steps leading up to it, and the moon is kind of shining onto it.
Okay, thank you.
Borman starts to head off to the east, presumably towards the military barracks. Darius, you of course did get that message in your head. Jak was saying, I guess Mastos is done. So your sketches, etc. You seem to be pretty happy with what you've put together.
Okay. I will. Mastos? Mastos, if you don't wake up, I'm going to give the seed to Arrowkeen.
Bring it to me. I am finished.
What? I mean, what?
I'm tired.
So am I. I don't know if you remember 8 hours ago, I turned into your leader. I'll do it again.
Just the goofy meme. I'll do it again. Yes. All right.
You don't have to come all the way here. I'll head that way. Just meet me where the roads intersect.
Okay. And as I get up, I would like to cast Speak with Plants.
Okay.
And speak to the flower bed.
Okay.
Grow. And be the mountaintop.
And you hear it's not exactly coherent, but you can kind of hear this series of noises, just like, yeah.
Hurrah! And I will slowly, eyes closed, just
Trundle off.
yeah.
Okay, perfect.
I
I'm
will
sorry.
head.
Your head. Okay.
Yeah.
Jack, you said you were going with Elion to the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's making his way.
Okay. so
Making
you guys
my
went-
As Reen is also making her way to Jack.
Okay. Yeah, so Reen takes no time being able to fly over, takes no time to catch up to you guys. As you're walking through, obviously the movement in the city at a bare minimum now, just seeing the odd person going from building to building. There doesn't seem to be any, hot spots of activity or anything as you guys are making your way back to your abodes, etc. Darius, Mastos, you guys meet each other in the intersection uninterrupted. Darius, as you approach, you can see Mastos kind of like sluggishly kind of mop
I
his
just
way over
pick
towards you.
The bag with the seed and push it into his chest. Like, take it back.
Grab, hug it so very much. I'll never leave you again.
Now I'm gonna go back to my room in the whatever the other hotel was.
Okay.
I'm following Darius, not knowing where he's leading me.
I'm not going to the regular place.
Yeah, but that's just across from the other one, right?
Well, it's
I don't think
it's
they're-
it's a bit of a walk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like down the street from each other.
Yeah. The Triples is just north of Khaled's house, and the Sooms is way to the west over the water.
Oh, okay.
North of where you first arrived, Mastos, when you first arrived here.
I see it now. I see the I'll go, and he's going to the rooms, right?
Darius is
No,
going to the
no,
Triples.
Oh, he's.
I
going
paid
okay.
for a room there.
I'll keep going past the triples.
Okay. So you're heading to the Zooms.
Yeah, the zooms.
Okay. Yeah, so Elion, Jack, you guys make your way uninterrupted back to the platform that you guys have with the two different kind of abodes set aside for the ATLADS. Make there without any interruption. Are you guys taking separate rooms again, or separate huts?
So
Yeah,
Jack was just about to ask him that.
I'm heading to the hut that I was in before. Yeah, that's where I'm heading.
Do you prefer to be alone with whatever's lurking about, or do you want me to be in this house as well?
I guess maybe best to stick together. I mean, might be more dangerous sticking with you at this point, but yeah. If you'd like, we can room together for the evening.
Are these like houses? Are they multiple stories?
They're not. No, it's like one big hut. There's multiple bedding areas, but they're kind of singular huts. One level.
Okay. All right. I'll stay near the entrance.
Right. You should probably get some rest as well. I can make sure that there is a ward at the door in case anything tries to come in.
Okay.
So I will ritual cast. Whatever. I'll ritual cast alarm.
Okay. Well, Jak, you
Is
see
there-
Elion start making his way around to kind of the room with this kind of thin wire, kind of pulling it from section to section around the room.
Is there like a fireplace or like a place for fire to be? Okay.
Yeah, there's
Jak
a central fireplace.
Okay. Jak will go in, start a fire, kind of sit down around it, and pull out food for him, Marine, and Elion, and he'll kind of eat.
I will note that anyone part of our group part of our group will not trigger the alarm.
Okay, is that including Borman?
No.
Okay. All right, so you guys settle in. Darius, you make it triples as you watch Mastos kind of trundling off, continuing to the west. You see Sophie is kind of sitting behind the bar. There is no patrons at this time. So she's kind of just sitting on a chair on the back there, reading a book. She just sees you going, "Oh, back to spend the night, Darius."
Hello, darling. So I am going to invite her and one of her friends up to my room. You can fast forward that because there's a series of events. So after whatever shenanigans happen, I am going to commune with. Then I'm going to lock the room. I'm going to put the rod, the immovable rod, and activate it slightly off the door. Like you'll only be able to open it like a blade's width, but just in case someone tries to open, I'll hear it go against the rod.
Okay.
And then I want to commune with the Mantram, kind of show them the crest that I've drawn. I haven't shown the group yet, so they can wait. And then I will summon the sword in the image of the swords in the emblem.
Mm-hmm.
I will tell him the titles I've made. And then I am going to, just behind the door, cast my hut, and I will sleep in there, just so it blocks the door from opening as well.
Okay. The only difference to that is that Sophie does not come up. Oh, much as I'd like
fine.
to, I have to watch here, but I'll send somebody up shortly. Yeah,
that's fine.
you get your fun. So yeah, when you're communing with Demantrum this time, it's almost a one-way conversation. You're not getting much back, but and you're not saying words. It's like you just kind of close your eyes. And you can almost feel that every instance and thought you have is reaching its target.
Okay.
So you know that he's received everything you were trying to communicate to him. Yeah, you lay your head down in a comfy space. Mastos, you are trudging towards the Sooms area. You see to your right, you see kind of where the moon is beaming down to this platform area at the top of some stone steps. You see a ladder leading up to these areas of platforms where these houses are, which you were assuming is where you're supposed to stay, but nobody gave you exact directions. What do?
I go towards the light of Moonbeam.
Of course you do. So you kind of squint your eyes up and you trudge your way up stone steps, and kind of takes you to this almost like a wooden rope bridge, but it's laying on the ground, leading up. As you go a little bit closer, you see these kind of pillars and this sort of stone circle. You see some like water, really clear water in there, and yeah, the moon is just shining on this water, just glistening.
I walk towards the Moonbeam, but only to sleep.
You're sleeping on the rock, kind of surrounding this water, or where are you?
Yeah, with down near the water's edge.
Okay, yeah. So just on the edge of this kind of circular pool, you make yourself. You kind of do a little circle a few times, and then lay down, and you can kind of feel. Although there's chill in the air, being nighttime, you can almost feel this slight warmth coming from the moon that's shining into this thing, almost like it's giving off a little bit of energy and keeping you warm as you slowly fall off to sleep. Elion, you've completed your casting. Your kind of alarm is set up. You're happy and secure knowing that if somebody was to come over and hear that's not part of your immediate group, that you would be alerted.
Okay. I will quickly scurry over to an area where I can pull out my journal, and I want to sit and focus as best as I can, and I'll cast guidance on myself to sketch the most detailed sketch of Dawn.
Okay. That's good. Okay, and Jak, you see Elion's finished. He's kind of sitting down, jotting down. You've had your rations and such with Reen. What do you wish to do?
If that's it, Jak will kind of watch Elion sketch for a minute, but he's tired, so he is going to go to bed.
Okay. So all of the ATLADS, other than Elion, can drift off to sleep. Elion, kind of finishing up with your sketch of Dawn. Go ahead and roll a performance for me.
With guidance, right?
Of course.
15 plus 4 is 19. And in performance, it's plus 3, so 22.
Awesome. Yeah, as you kind of look back at it, you're extremely proud of your work. You got every fine detail, every hair, every little piece of hair that was out of place. You nailed it. Looks amazing.
Yeah, so good. All right, and then I'll make note of the 3 names of the individuals he gave. It was Cam. It was what were the other 2? Do you remember?
Pyre. And
Do you remember the characters you created?
It was Cam, Pyre, and I will get the third name for you.
Okay. When you
Does
watch
not
the video
remember.
back. This is how important they are. Cam, and Pyre, and Unknown.
It was. Oh.
Well, the middle guy was very unmemorable. He didn't really do much.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll get you that name after.
Okay. So when I'm done sketching that, I'm gonna move on to finishing my sketch of Dana.
So that was almost to completion already.
Yeah.
So we'll say it takes about another hour. So you're about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. About 2 o'clock in the morning right now. It is completely like silent and still outside. Just the odd kind of chirps from the bugs and such in the fauna around. What's after your sketch of Dana?
I'm gonna go to sleep.
Collapse.
Yeah.
Okay, and your book going in your bag, or
Probably just beside me at this point. I'm probably too tired to really.
Okay.
Oh, before I fall asleep, I am going to take the sketch of Dana, and I'm gonna just tuck it next to Jak's pillow, and then I'm gonna go to sleep.
Okay, awesome. You tuck it in, you put your head to your provided pillow, and almost immediately darkness takes you, and off you go to sleep.
Yay.
Mastos. You are so exhausted from the amount of energy you pushed into the land here at Arrokan, happy with what you've done here, knowing that the nature provided by the mortal plane will be able to. You can feel how deep the roots have gone within this mountain, knowing that they can pull out any heat it requires from beneath the land as opposed to above it, and that the nature will survive here. And the amount of energy putting through from the Fae has made this piece of the Fae, you feel almost permanent. Almost to the point where you know it could survive here, but you know you felt just a little bit short of that. A little bit more, and the Fae would be here permanently. But as you fade off, you feel a pull, you feel a tug. You let the pull take you.
Lead on.
So as tired as you are, even in your dream state, you feel this enticing pull towards something, and as you kind of let yourself go with this energy, closing your eyes, you feel the pull of multiple people as you all find yourself. Nobody quite familiar with what that is. In Mastos, you do notice immediately your tree down to the southeast. Directly to the south, Mastos and Darius both recognizing, well, Darius you haven't seen from outside, but Mastos recognizing Mantram's lair in the south. The southwest, Darius, you notice, of course, Magnus's area that he took you to. Elion to the west, you see the outside of Donweft, the campsite, and one remaining hut of Garrick. That almost all of you recognize.
It's the same, like it looks the same as when I met Garrett. Okay.
Yeah, those three huts were indistinguishable. Each island looked exactly the same. What do you guys do?
And we're all here again.
Yeah. And you see about 15 feet to your right, Mastos, as you turn. And you also hear a voice. What is this? Why? I don't understand. You see Bornman standing there.
Welcome.
Don't be afraid.
What's happening?
We're about to find out about you.
We seem to be having a shared dream. We've had it before, but
I guess it happens to whomever is. Well, no, Dana was in this before too, was she not?
I think this is to do with how I connect us.
Yeah, but then where's that other guy that was with Khaled? Because he was connected too.
But he hasn't been connected. We haven't done anything with him. We have been
Maybe you have to
something.
travel with us for
Mastos,
like
what
12
have you
hours.
been doing with everyone? What do you mean he hasn't been with you?
I think
Because I
we
haven't
have
been with
through
you
a lot.
either.
We have all faced something together.
I mean, technically, we faced him.
Borman awkwardly standing there.
Where do you guys want to go? If everything's the same, point and I'll walk.
I
Well,
want to know a home.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm looking
Because
southeast at my tree.
we went to Jack's before. Where was the other place we went?
We also went to Garrick's hut for your...
Well, you guys have
For
only
Darius.
went to Garrick's hut.
Twice.
Twice, yeah.
Let's go again!
So one Darius, you got kind of something connected with your beginnings. And then Jak, you got to speak to Garrick, like a live version of Garrick. He seemed to be able to talk back and interact with you, whereas Darius, what he's seen was more of a replay, like a memory being played. There's one where Garrick plays left for the rest of the areas as well. You guys do see an area you did not see before. The Borman is kind of looking over at, which is between the Magnus area and Elion's campfire. It looks like some sort of inn or something. It's a little bit further away than the other two islands, but you can see him kind of looking over and kind of creaking his head a little bit towards it.
Jak leans over. Something happened there?
Thing I want to remember.
Yeah, I'm not in any hurry to go back there. And Darius turns and looks to Magnus's hideout, aka the school he was broken at.
Well, Mastos, you want to go to a tree?
Are both still there, the tree and Demantrums? Or is it only
Yes,
the one now?
they're both still there, separate.
I haven't been.
You see Elion just staring at the camp and just not saying anything.
We know your friends died, right? We have knowledge of that.
Yes, I did tell you that.
Are you like traumatically staring at it, or are you just staring? Yeah. Darius will turn to you and be like, "Is that what had happened?"
Just no response.
Well, if it makes you feel better, and he kind of like signals over. My whole childhood was broken over there, and he'll point to the building.
If you're not ready to face them now, I guess we can go let Mastos see his home again.
Well, do you want your home, or do you want your birthplace? Because you technically have two, because I guess you have two people.
Technically, that is my birthplace. And I look over at my tree. But
Well, the birthplace was, so by birthplace I meant the tree, and then your home was Demantrum's.
both are a sign of
We can only do one. Which one do you want to do?
home. And I'll walk towards the tree.
Well, it's not. It won't work for you. You got to let Jak do it. You're gonna.
I puff it down.
Yeah. You start walking towards the tree, and you can see the edge of the the edge of the platform kind of coming to
And you pass out, right? If we get too far from him.
start to fade away.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you can feel the energy kind of start to drop, and you get very tired.
All right, Jak runs away from everybody. No, I'm just kidding. Jak makes his way to the tree.
Okay. So everybody following?
Well, I'm standing still, but I'm assuming I'm gonna be forced to follow.
As he starts to move away, you kind of feel that kind of droopiness, that energy start to drain from you. You can stay and see what happens, or you can follow. Totally up to you.
I'm gonna stay.
Okay. So as you wait behind, so the group starts moving off. Borman looking a little bit confused, but still continuing to kind of stay with the group. You notice that Elion is not moving. He's still staying staring over towards the campfire.
Darius will pause. Elion, you should come with us. I don't really know what'll happen. You will get tired. That's as far as we've tested the limits.
I'm already tired. I'm done with the games. Just carry on without me.
Okay. And he'll just go and walk.
I go and hold Alion's hand. Come face something you've never seen before.
He's gonna turn to Borman. He's like, "This is gonna get really weird. Just to fair warn you. I know it's already weird. It's gonna get weirder."
Thank you, Mastos. I think I need to stay here for this time.
Then we should go together. Jak, I think Elion must face something before me. And I like nudge to Doncliffe.
I understand. And Jak will make his way towards the campfire.
Are you sure you're ready for this?
Oh, I don't think I am. I'm just tired.
Maybe this will wake you up. Or it'll completely break you.
Oh, you can't possibly break anymore.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
No, but that just means it can be repaired.
Let's go say hi to your friends.
Da, 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 da. We all start walking.
What we
I drag Elion with us.
what we did today is exploring this place. A good idea? Shouldn't we be at better strength or?
Well, so far, every time we've gone through here, there hasn't been anything conflict-wise. It's just been kind
Memories.
of pieces of our past. I mean, Jak's was more... It was his past, but it was interactive. Mine was just like watching a movie, which is like a play, but somehow written down. And it's
I had a
complicated.
meal.
I don't think I could do this.
And then Jak will look at Mastos. Pick him up.
No,
I wouldn't suggest that.
no, let's. Somewhere else is fine. We'll follow you, Mastos, wherever you want to go. I just cannot.
You will have to face it. We all must face something here.
Do not have to face anything.
Well, we don't know what happens if we don't complete something in here, and at some point yours is going to be the only one.
I don't know why we're playing these games.
What, you just want to sit here and see if it runs out?
Yes.
What if it doesn't and we're stuck here?
Well,
It's like a timeless void.
anything is better than what is waiting over there.
Well, you don't know that.
I do.
Then why don't we go over to the tree and turn into a ball of energy and float around?
Yeah, at least then you're still basically doing the same thing. What if he ends up being the one walking, though?
That
Why
would be
must I
funny.
go with you? Why do I need to? Why can I not just rest here?
Because we don't know what's going to happen to you when we leave.
That means we're worried for you.
I could stay and help protect him.
Well, we don't know what will happen to you either. Anybody that gets too far from Jak, weird things start happening. Jak, go walk over there. Please.
Jak walks over there.
Yeah, as you guys know, as soon as start further away, Borman kind of starts to feel that weakness. My strength is leaving me.
Told you, Jak, stop.
Well, if you want to proceed, I will stay with Elion. I am not a full part of this group, and I believe my mission is to protect you. And so if he stays, then I will stay with him. And whatever happens, so be it.
Okay.
There's only one way to find out what this place is going to do when we split up.
What if you die?
Well, we're in a dream. Can you really die in a dream?
I don't know. I don't want to test it.
If you have
Don't
been here
know.
before, I...
We don't know why we keep getting sent here. Although... Mastos, you made a weird deal with Garrick for that power, didn't you?
Well, yes.
What if that is what's doing this? You said you didn't pay anything for it.
He said he'd get something, a favor.
Yeah, what if this is the favor? I'm
I
more
haven't
worried
been
about...
asked to be here, though.
Yeah, well, Jak didn't ask to give up... Wait, do I know you were giving up emotions?
What?
Does Darius know about him losing emotions because of the gauntlets?
I don't
So you,
recall if Jak explained that.
Okay, then forget. I won't say that. I'll just say like Jak didn't agree for his gauntlets to be cursed because
Oh,
that's the last thing.
because you seen the whole thing, like you were there whenever you seen the cans with the ingredients on.
So yeah, he'll just allude to that more. I didn't agree to having any of these powers. Well, I mean, I did agree to Mantram's power. But anything else that I have, I didn't agree to.
Well,
I'm talking to Mastos, who is muted. Thank you.
Yeah. Then do we find out from Garrick himself? And I look towards his hut.
Well, the last time we tried to go to a memory that we've already been to, it didn't do anything.
Well, there were 3 huts. Now there's 1.
The final in this story?
Yeah, but for who? What if it's your story? Okay, let's just pick one. If Elion wants to stay, we let him stay, see what happens. Hopefully he doesn't die. Good luck, have fun, don't die.
And then we go home.
Well, yeah, we'll wake up in the morning and everything will be refreshed and... yeah.
Jak, can we go to my tree now?
Yes, and Jak will make his way there.
Jak, can we go home now?
Yeah, as you start walking forwards, familiar now, the light of Sparrow on your emblem, given to you by your deceased friend, lights the way as it starts to build. Starts to build a path as you walk forwards. Towards Mastos explaining it's his tree.
Yep.
As you guys get a little bit closer, this familiar change. Mastos, you indeed stay in a solid form. As Darius and Jak, you start to kind of fall into this energy phase and start kind of floating around Mastos. Elion, the further Jak gets away and you feel the energy drain from your body, and you see Borman kind of drop to a knee as well, and you know that if you close your eyes, you'll be gone from this place. Forever.
I know that, like, do I have a sense of doom? Like, as, like,
You feel like you're at that moment where in a dream where you fall and you're about to hit the ground, but you wake up.
okay. I will lay down on the ground, staring at the campsite, and let the sleep take over.
As you do that, you kind of like start to slowly close your eyes. You can see Borman, who is on the other side of you. You see him as he kind of kneels down and his eyes are closed. You start to see the outside of his body just break into pieces and the dust kind of fly off as you kind of close your eyes and feel your essence disappear.
I don't feel so
Mastos.
good, Mr. Stark.
As you get a little bit closer, you see the familiar look of the tree that you were birthed from. You look down at the bottom, you see this small pod sticking out of the bottom of the tree. And you recognize this, and it brings a rush of feelings, seeing where you came from all those years ago. In front of you yet again, the warmth of the sun beating down. You can see even the flowers spread around, a place of life. And then you hear some noises, and you look over your shoulder, and you see there's a bunch of people moving very quickly. You see these people dressed in green robes, children running behind them, and one of this person carrying something swaddled really close to the chest. And you can hear this chanting coming from them. They're just repeating it, chanting it. He places whatever this is into the small pod at the bottom of the tree. And you see the pod, the clear cover of the pod start to refill the top of it again. You can see all the kids running around trying to stare into the pod. And you can see some adults trying to like start pulling them away. As that happens, the vision of the people starts to fade away. As you kind of look inside the pod, you see a small baby. It's got pointy ears. It's elvish looking, but it's got lesions all over its skin. It's got these boils all over it. And you can see the lesions slowly starting to grow and changing. But as time goes by, you see this light and this red swirling mist come from within the pod and start to heal the lesions. You see the lesions grow. You see the pod try to repair it. It grows, it repairs. The wound slowly closing and reopening just somewhere else every time. Time passes. As a tree, you see the tree from the ground up, it slowly starts to turn black. The life starting to feed out of the bottom of the tree. And as it does this, you start to see the passage of time go by. The baby inside, it grows into a toddler, into a teenager, starting to bear scars all over its body. The tree now almost completely blackened and void of leaves. The vision fades. And to the right, you see a teenage boy sitting with his legs crossed and lots of other children all scattered around as an elder man seems to be teaching them. Sounds like the teachings of Mundus. Kindness to the world, appreciation of life, the very ground beneath our feet. The teenagers laughing and having fun. The teenager with the scars, attempting to join in, but always on the outside. The vision fades to see a man walk from behind the tree to the front of the decayed pod. He speaks. What is this anger, this rage that visits me in my dreams, Mundus? Please. I live my life in kindness, appreciation, but something holds me back from my people. Ah! And he throws his head back. His hands go up. Flips back so hard, it looks like his head's gonna dislodge. His eyes start staring up towards the sky. You see blood start running down the back of his head. The scars on his body start shifting and changing, some becoming black, some to red, reshaping to what appear to be tattoos. His body still frozen in place as he stares at the sky. A young child comes running towards the figure. As she opens her mouth to speak, the figure spins around with a grin on its face and unleashes a stream of crimson energy from his hand into the chest of the child. As a drop of blood drips from the hand of the figure, it hits the ground. The child collapses with a look of shock on her face, using her last breath to utter one word. Paradon? The vision fades, the area all around you, one at a time, fading to darkness as sleep takes you all. And we'll leave it there for tonight.
Jay's freaking out.
Sure, it's Venoria's kid. It's Venoria's kid. The cat I was in. I was right. It's Venoria's kid.
Who's Memoria?
I'm so excited that you guys had that interaction in there, and then you chose to go to this. Like, that could not have just played out any better.
Yeah, too bad Elion wasn't there. The guy who like fully saw him.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, everybody. We really appreciate you and your support. We'll be back next Tuesday, 8 p.m. EST. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one.
See ya.